Morning YouTube, Louie here, and welcome to the weekend. Going to take a quick stroll through the markets and give you some more price predictions, all my opinion, and just see where we're at and where we're going. One of the focuses I want to have on this video is gold. Okay, I don't talk much about gold. Matter of fact, when I do talk about gold, I usually talk about trading it for silver because the GSR has been very, very high lately and breaking higher. Okay, so there are those that say that the GSR has become irrelevant. I still see it as a canary in the gold in the coal mine. I was going to say gold mine. So I want to give you my opinion about gold as well, but let's start at the very beginning. And I'm over on Kitco. Here we are. Let's see, I want to go to the silver chart. Okay, here we are with the 30-day price of silver. Silver made a little run at 19. It was quickly met with selling, and we're smack back down to about 1850. We're breaking lower. This is, again, my opinion and only my opinion. I'm still not recommending to buy in the short term. Okay, these predictions are short term predictions. Long term, I still have a great big old stack. I still like playing with it. I still enjoy thinking about the future, when silver is recognized as the essential strategic metal that it is. But right now, there is a fallacy out there that the economy is going to have a soft landing, that everything's going to be okay, and we're just going to get right back off to normal. I don't think that is what's going to happen. I think we are headed further down. I think the recession will be confirmed at the next GDP print, and then I think it's going to get much, much worse. Of course, you see all the layoffs being announced. The labor market is a lagging indicator, and those numbers haven't filtered their way over to the Fed yet, who is still hell bent on crushing inflation. So anyway, recession. Recession is not good for silver. Silver is primarily considered a commodity. As I've told you for weeks now, commodities have topped and are headed lower. You only, if you disagree, please take a look at a nickel chart. Please take a look at a copper chart, and now look at an oil chart. Actually made some good money last week shorting oil. Oil has topped as well. Commodities are rolling over. And why is that happening? Because the recession is starting to get baked in, and the recession is not good for silver prices. I think the stock market is going to roll over as well. All those things combined are going to push silver down further. I think it's going to have an 18 handle here pretty soon. And if we get that, unforeseen event, I don't know what it would be, maybe Joe Biden, relinquishing the presidency, maybe China invading, maybe a financial crisis. But something is going to happen, in my opinion, to ruin the party. Now here we are over at the Dow Jones. I know I'm jumping around a bit, but I think it's all related. I'm hearing a lot of people say the bottom is in. We broke the 50-day moving average. All irrelevant, in my opinion. You can't rally the markets into a recession, and a lot of the analyst estimates are coming down for the stock market. So I don't know how you rally into that kind of environment with the Fed tightening. I think we will turn around, but we've had a nice little rally. I'd call it a dead cat bounce, but a lot of people think this is it, not only in the market, but also in crypto. It ain't it. All right. We're headed back down. We're going to bust 30,000 and head lower. But you notice that silver and gold couldn't even manage a bid in this escalating bounce here. So the miners, which look very oversold, are also let's see, I don't think I have a miner here for you, but the miners, they looked like they were bottoming. They're really, really undervalued here, I think, but I think they're going to go lower. And I still am holding my gold and silver miners. I wish I hadn't, but anyway, so those are my predictions. Economy lower, interest rates, certainly the Fed continuing to be on a tightening mode, and recession looming, people losing jobs, real estate rolling over. I don't think it'll be down 50% or anything, but the higher rates are causing developers to slow down their projects, and individuals decreasing the amount of house they can buy. So I see nothing but negative ahead for the next couple of months. Excuse me. Now we look at the gold to silver ratio. I've traded out at 80 to 1. I used to think that that was a decent trade out, gold for silver, and here we are at 93 and busting higher. Now you might say that looks horrible for silver, and it does. But there are two components to the GSR, silver and gold. And as you've seen, gold, despite a little $20 rally the other day, gold can go lower. All right. And I don't think it should. I think it's fairly valued here. But I think we're going to see gold bust lower. And I think we're going to see silver bust lower with it. I can't imagine this ratio going much higher. Therefore, there is, and I do believe silver is going lower as a commodity. Not that I think it's only a commodity, but the world thinks it's a commodity. So I see silver going lower. I see gold going lower as well. Therefore, as we take a look at some beautiful gold coins here, I'm not buying. I'm not buying. I would trade out gold for silver here if I could get a decent a decent break on the premiums. I just haven't made it to the LCS. But I mean, look at these premiums on gold, for God's sake. So we'll just take a gold eagle. 1861, and gold is struggling to hold. Is it 1700? Let's get back over here and get a gold chart. 1727, but it was down below 1700. So let's go back over to that beautiful gold coin. What did I do? Did I lose it? 1 second. There it is. So gold struggling to hold 1700, and gold eagle selling for 1861. Pass, pass, pass. And again, I have gold just like I have silver. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I do think you need to be willing to miss the move to get the best price. So I am not buying gold, but I would trade gold for silver. Okay, just to get that out there at a 93 GSR. I mean, my God. But that could go higher, but I think it is more likely that gold's going to go lower, and then silver's going to go lower as well. And then even if you look at fairly generic gold, I mean, I like the slabbed gold in assay. Well, I like these kangaroos too. I bought quite a few kangaroos. But here we are at 1806 for a kangaroo. What is that? $75, $80 over spot. About a 4 or 5% premium. If I were going to buy something, it would probably be a kangaroo or a card in assay. Let's see if we can find what I typically buy. The reason I buy the generic gold, let's go back to gold bullion. Yeah, this is my go-to, and that's only because I'm buying it so I could be able to trade it as well as hold it. I recently traded one of those little Rand bars, and it brought a little premium. Here it is right here. Okay, so this would be something that I would look at, but even these are 1800 to 1791. What do we have there? About a $65 premium on the generic gold bars in assay. I think that could come down a little bit. So anyway, I would not. I think you'll be able to get this bar probably for 1650. when we get down to the bottom. And I think silver could definitely bust 17 and go lower. I don't know. I'm going to do some buying at 17, but I'm not doing any buying this weekend. One of the reasons I'm not buying is the friggin' premiums have come up. Let's go to silver bars. And I know I have been predicting premiums will drop. They were dropping a couple weeks ago at the first plunge down to 18. But here we are near that recent low, and now the premiums are higher. Um, so, I just don't think that a generic 10-ounce bar is worth, what is that, $4 over spot. I don't think the Buffaloes are worth, $3 over spot. Gainesville seems to have the best deal on Buffaloes if you're looking for those. I don't shop anymore at AppMex. I don't shop at JM Bullion, Provident, etc. That's part of the A-Mark Borg, and I don't want to support that. But and here is well, here's some shot. Let's see at 207 for, is that 10 ounces? 10 ounces, 50 ounces, 207. So there's 20 bucks and 70 cents for shot. Okay, if you want to buy, oh, that's 500 ounces. So that'd be about $21 on the shot. The shot I'll be unboxing next week. I picked up for closer to $20. Yeah, let's get back on my thing here. So I told you I think the Dow is going to turn around and head lower. I think the Fed is going to raise. One thing I wanted to show you is where I am making money, okay? And it's not in metals. Just hold on one second, I have to pause. All right, here we are in my E-Trade account. I'm not showing you the whole thing, obviously, but hold on, is this in your way here? I just need to get this box out of the way. There we go. So what I'm showing you is what I was buying, and this isn't a stock channel or a bond channel, but I keep having conversations with people that say interest rates are going up. And what they mean by that are long-term rates. Obviously, short-term rates are predicting Fed increases, but people are predicting an increase in the 10-year and the 30-year due to inflation. Well, if that were the case, why have I made nearly $2,000 on some Microsoft bonds I bought maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago, maybe a month ago? Okay, because I figured that you need something to do with your money, right? And I'm not buying the dead cat bounce in the market, but I have been buying short-term bonds, paying 3 to 3.5%. Planning to hold to maturity, and but then sometimes you can pick up stuff like this, which you can do on E-Trade with a click of a mouse for $19. All right, and last time the long-term rates, the 10-year and the 30-year, were spiking again with the fear in the market over inflation, which I think has peaked. 4.5% Microsoft bonds that I picked up at 101.86 over par. 1.86% over par, paying 4.5%. And those are trading at 109.93 as of Friday. That was a $25,000 investment, and I've picked up a $2,000 profit on those long-term bonds. The other, corporation I picked up was Apple. That I don't know why Apple has debt. They have all the money in the world, but Apple paying 3.2 on a midterm bond expiring in 27. That's made about 500 bucks. And again, the duration is shorter. That's why the gains aren't as much. But I think there are as we move through the recession and the stock market crash, what I'm doing is dog paddling. Dog paddling with bonds. Yes, I know inflation is higher than 4.5%, but what are you doing with your money? You buying crypto? That's going to 8,000. Are you buying the bounces and trading them? Okay, well, that's fine if you're a swing trader. What do you do? Where are you parking your money? where you can make 4.5% and pick up $2,000 profit in a month. So I do think that rates are going to come back down. I think long-term rates are going to come back down here in the future when the recession becomes more negative. I think the Fed will pivot. I don't think gold has much of a chance of really skyrocketing until the Fed pivots. But we've got, I think we got 2, 3 more months before the Fed pivots. And I don't know if I'll hold this long-term bond or just take the profit. And I can certainly hold the 2 and 3 year bonds to maturity, so I don't mind that. But yeah, I think people are fooling themselves that we are in for a soft landing. I think they're fooling themselves that there won't be recession, and I think it's going to get tough out there. So I just wanted to show you that as an alternative to precious metals. I keep saying raise cash, look for alternate investments, and that's what I have been doing. I picked up that shot, but I don't think I'll be buying again until silver has a 17 handle, and I do think gold is going lower. Let me go back to gold, and I know it looks cheap here, right? Where the heck did my gold go? I know it looks cheap here, but I don't know. I think we're going to see lower. I think we're going to see lower numbers on gold as well. That's primarily due to the GSR. So that's how my whole philosophy links together. I don't see anything really worth buying out there. Let's see. Just going over to the silver deals. I certainly wouldn't, Sal had a video on a billionaire buying silver eagles. The joke that I put into his comments is, how do you become a billionaire? Well, you start with $2 billion and buy silver eagles. I mean, come on. I mean, how stupid is it to buy silver eagles right here? Let's see if we can find some silver eagles. Let's see what Hero, which is a good outfit, is charging for silver eagles. There they are. I predict these will be much lower. And look, they're charging $31. Actually, oh here, culls. They're charging $30 for cull silver eagles. I mean, can you believe that? Who wants a cull silver eagle? It's the last thing I want in my stack at $30. You get a 100-ounce bar for 21. You get a kilo for 21. But here they are, 32. So if the billionaire is buying these off Andy Schectman in quantity, hoping to drive up the market, get real. This market's going lower, and these premiums on Eagles are going lower. And anybody paying 32 is going to they're going to regret it. They're going to regret it. Can't buy that, right? And again, let's go back to rounds. There are some things I would consider, some semi-collectible. Here's Buffalo's. Okay, 22.42. That puts that at 19, 20, 20. That puts that at $4 over spot. So that is a horrible buy when you can pick up the bars at 2 to 3. But I'm still looking for a $1.50. The two things I want is a further dip in the spot price, and I want a premium at a $1.50. And generally, you're going to see that in the kilos. Let's see what they're selling their kilos for. But the premiums have been rising, and I can't say that. Maybe the dealers are selling some silver. Let's check that in a minute. Actually, let's go to kilos. Nadir bar 21.70 an ounce. I think you're going to get it cheaper. Well, let's go to a kilo. Where are the kilos? 100-ounce kilo bars. Okay. So the kilos, 6.75. That's not a bad price. What is that? 2 over? So 229 over. But again, this needs to be 150 if I'm going to buy kilos. Let's go over to JM Bullion, part of the A-Mark Borg. Let's see how much silver they have. Okay, I haven't done this for a while, but all the coin shops are saying they have a run on silver. which could be true. You know, the coin shop experience is a regional experience, and maybe people are jumping in there to pay $5 over spot. I don't know why you pay $5 over spot at an LCS when you can get it for $2.29 online. I do have a relationship with my LCS, and I buy and sell there, but I don't buy 100 ounces of silver at $5 over spot when you can get it for $2.29 over spot. I like these little bars here. Let's see, these are going for 25.50. These are the retro Silvertown bars, and Silvertown had these on their site for quite a while, around 25. Those are very cool bars, but I can't pay 25 an ounce for silver. It is generic silver, but let's look at Sunshine Mint, right? Okay, so where are you, Sunshine Mint? Here it is. 1 ounce Sunshine Mint bars, keeping those premiums nice and high on the Sunshine Mint bars because there's a shortage, right? Sunshine Mint has a shortage of planchets, etc., etc., etc. Can we buy 1,000? Yes. Can we buy 5,000? No, they only have 4,000 Sunshine Mint bars in stock. Let's go over to the rounds. So 4,000 times 10, that's 40,000 ounces of silver. Miss Billionaire, you may want to think of buying a generic instead of Eagles. Let's just go to the rounds, silver rounds. Let's see if they have any Sunshine Mint silver rounds. 1 ounce silver rounds. There it is, silver rounds, 23.93. Let's see how many of these they have. Let's just put in 5,000. Add to cart. Yeah, they got 5,000 Sunshine Mint rounds. Let's increase that to 9,000. Yep, they got 9,000 Sunshine Mint. That's $215,000. You don't need to send a check to Andy Scheckman. I wouldn't buy these, but can you go over 9,000? Can we go to 12,000? No, they only allow you to buy 10,000 rounds on the website. But rest assured, there is plenty of silver coming from Sunshine Mint to JM Bullion. Why? Because they're both owned by A-Mark. All right, so and they don't own all of Sunshine Mint, but A-Mark is able to do whatever they want in this market and provide as much silver to JM Bullion as they want, and that drives down allocations to the U.S. Mint, who puts them on short supply, and then that drives up the premiums. That keeps the market nice and healthy for the manipulators, for the premiums, I should say, etc., etc. I don't buy at JM Bullion. It's part of the problem. It's not part of the solution. Okay, well, as I usually do, ooh, look at that Lakota round. $2 for copper rounds. Man, when did that happen? You know, copper has crashed. All right, so I used to be able to pick these up for 75 cents. And now they're 249 for a copper round. But if you look at the price of copper, I don't know if we can get copper here. Let's see. Charts. Let me just see if I can get a copper chart. This is part of the commodity crash. Spot copper. Not sure how long we can get on this. I mean, let me go 60-day. Okay, that's what copper's been doing. Just 6 months? Yeah, it was even higher. I mean, it was 475. Now it's trading at 332. So look at what's going on with commodities. And the same thing with nickel. You know, nickel was the big story. We all thought silver would pull a nickel. Well, no, there are people that are out there gunning for commodity spikes, and this is what they will do to you. This is what they've done to silver and, other commodities as well. So I'm not a commodity buyer here. I'm actually a seller. And I know that goes against the traditional inflation, inflation, inflation. the world is going to become too expensive to live in. But we're diving here. We're diving, and the commodities are telling you, the mining stocks are telling you so, the silver price is telling you so, and even as crazy as it is, gold is telling you that there's some kind of a liquidity drain that probably is coming from the stock market. So that's my short term perspective. Like it or not, give me your thoughts. And I don't know what you want to buy, but I would watch for those low premiums. I'd watch for the dips. I'd stay generic if I could. And let the billionaires buy the Silver Eagles. God, what a joke. Can't believe that story. Okay, guys, this is Louis signing out. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week.